You know what's been on my mind lately? I've been talking to many brilliant women, founders, creatives, community builders, women who are quietly building something meaningful, something important, but holding back. And not because they are lacking talent or ambition or intelligence, but because they've been taught without ever being told that unless it's perfect, it's not ready. Unless everyone approves, it is not valid. Unless it already looks like success, it's probably a waste of time. And I've realized something that would sit well with everyone. It's not lack of clarity that's holding people back. It's lack of self-permission. And that's why I'm doing this, because if we don't talk about the internal war between your intuition and your programming, then we'll keep confusing hesitation with strategy. And you'll never get into the arena. You know what I have come to believe? One of the most unstoppable forces on this planet is a woman who is no longer waiting. Not waiting to feel ready, not waiting for applause, not waiting for someone else to confirm that her idea makes sense. Because when a woman gets that kind of clarity, when she stops asking for permission, the game shifts. But here's the problem. We've taken words like vision and leadership and stripped them of their depth. We throw them around in newsletters and captions like confetti. Lead with purpose, build with vision, trust your gut. But what does that even mean? When you're sitting at your desk in your pajamas or whatever you wear, staring at your bank account and wondering, is this even working? What does it even mean? When you write something powerful from your heart and then you post and the response is silence, that's when vision gets tested. Not on stage, not in the launch, but in the quiet where doubt lives. And this is the part that nobody glamorizes. Vision is not a brand value. It's not a bullet point on your about page. It's what you cling to when you've got nothing else. It's the voice that says again, even when everything else in you is screaming enough. It's not motivational. I believe it is spiritual, because vision asks you to hold to a future that has not happened yet, but you keep building anyway. Now here's where it gets deep. Why do so many incredible, capable women stay stuck? It's not just a fear of failure, it's a fear of exposure. It's fear of being seen in your raw, unfinished state, because we've been conditioned to be excellent and liked, brilliant but not intimidating, successful but still relatable. And so we perform. We build filtered versions of ourselves. We water down our big ideas until they feel safe. We wait until everything looks good on paper before we take action. But by the time you've convinced the world it's perfect, I think you've already lost the thing that made it powerful in the first place. Your leadership does not come from polish. It comes from presence. Here is a question I want you to sit with. Would you follow you? Would you trust your decisions? Would you back your instincts? Would you let you lead a room even when things go sideways? Because the uncomfortable truth is this: your business will never outgrow your self-leadership. If you can't hold your own ambiguity, if you can't make decisions before the numbers make sense, or if you can't articulate your vision without hiding behind jargon, then your business becomes a mirror of your avoidance. It's not just about business, by the way. This is about your life, your energy, your relationships, your impact. Leadership is not something you step into after the TED Talk. It starts the moment you decide to lead your own life without apology. Let me break something wide open here. Readiness is not a feeling. It is a reward. It comes after the decision, not before. You build the capacity after you commit. You find the words after you speak up. You develop the resilience after you show up scared many times. And that's where most people miss it. They're waiting for the feeling of readiness, but this feeling will never come until you go first. So yes, decide. Not because you're confident, not because you're prepared or you feel prepared, but because there's something in you that refuses to die quietly. That's what vision sounds like before it becomes visible. And let's be honest, leadership today has become performative. We measure it in likes, stage presence, virality. We've turned influence into theater. And in the process, we've confused performance for purpose. But real leadership, it is raw, it is inconvenient. It's full of moments where you're scared out of your mind and still moving forward. It's choosing to take the risk when nobody is watching. It is building in silence. It is walking into rooms where nobody looks like you and saying, I belong here, not because you've arrived, but because you've decided. So here's what I want to leave you with. If you've been holding something inside, an idea, a dream, a shift, if you've been telling yourself you'll go for it once you feel ready, if you've been searching for signs, let this be your sign. This is your virtual sign. You're not going to be discovered. You're going to decide. And that decision, it will not feel safe. It will not be perfect, but it will be the moment your life changes direction. So speak the truth, even if it shakes. Take the risk even when no one claps. Move forward, even if you're the only one who sees it yet. Because the most revolutionary thing you can do as a woman with vision is to stop waiting to be chosen and start choosing yourself. Let the world adjust to your clarity. Let the systems shake beneath your leadership. Let the people around you wonder how you did it while you stay anchored in why you started. You don't need permission. You are the permission. And if this message has stirred something in you, if you've whispered, that's me, or perhaps you even screamed, I want to invite you to join our private Facebook community. It's called Success by Design. And this is a space where you don't have to perform. You can be both ambitious and you can be in the process. So click the link in the description. Join us. You don't have to feel ready. You just need to decide because you are the strategy.